Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. Let's go, champ. We back here on YouTube. It's been way too long since I talked to you guys. I think it's been roughly about, I'm gonna say 2 weeks since my last video. You know, I've been a bit busy. I went to New York City for like 8 days with my boy Paul Martinez. Paul Wrights 23. He was on the Sway in the Morning show, so I was up there for that. That was pretty cool. Now I'm kind of getting settled back into the swing of things back here at home. So yeah, just happy to be back. Happy to be talking to you guys. I missed a lot. I've missed a lot in boxing, and I'm gonna be making videos about things I missed. So if you guys can be so kind, please go in that comment section and give me some video suggestions on things I may have missed or not missed. And before we get into the video, gotta give a quick plug to my sponsor, Fighting Mad. Welcome to the 1996 event at Holyfield. Shout out right now. It's a big shout out to my main man, Rich, and the fine folks at Fighting Mad. Go to Fighting Mad. The link should be in my About section. Now look, no more rambling. Let's get into the freaking topic of the video. Sergey Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde. I know it's been a couple weeks since the fight happened, so I've had some time to digest it, as many of you have had time to digest the fight. And like, you know, first of all, it was a good performance from Kovalev. I think, you know, we're really beginning to see the fruits of him listening to Buddy McGirt. You know, he's really beginning to trust his jab, to trust his boxing skills, because with a guy like him, he's already heavy-handed, so he doesn't necessarily need to load up on punches or get a lot of leverage behind his shots. He can just, you know, stay tight and you know, stay kind of compact with his shots, and you know, the knockout will come. And we saw that in this fight against a guy like Anthony Yarde, who was inexperienced but was game, muscle bound, lost stamina the longer the fight went on, and Kovalev just kept peppering him with the jab, pop, 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 you know, like a bag of Ora Redenbacher, you know, pop, pop, pop. And the jab was there all night, and we saw how the fight ended. We saw Kovalev ultimately stop Anthony Yarde with the jab. It was a well-placed jab. It was a well-executed jab, and it was the kind of jab that, you know, you gotta put some respect on if you're a boxing fan. If you know what you're watching, you know, it was a great jab. You know, not many fighters in boxing are stopping undefeated fighters with jabs. So, you know, much respect to Kovalev. We'll get into him a little bit later, because I do want to talk about this whole Canelo thing. It's picking up a lot of steam. But really, this video is about Anthony Yarde. This video is about Anthony Yarde. Now, Anthony Yarde had a really good spell, you know, pocket of time. He had some good moments in the middle parts of the fight where he hurt Kovalev, and you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I believe it was the 7th round where he had Kovalev hurt. Like, he had him hurt. He was going to that body. He was putting his punches together, and you know, he was acting like and behaving like what he always says he is, and that is a lion. You know, lions in the camp and all that. So lions in the camp and all that good stuff that him and Tunde Ajayi, his trainer, always go on about in the little training videos. But what I wanted to say was this: Sergey Kovalev needs to can Tunde Ajayi. He needs to get rid of him. He has to get rid of him, absolutely, because and look, I know in boxing a lot of times these days in this knee-jerk society with social media and things like that, you know, it's so easy for people to say that you should get rid of a trainer, and it happens a lot when a fighter loses a fight. And you know, a lot of times it's not justified. It's not right, you know, because sometimes the fighter just loses because the opponent was better on the night. But in this case, I don't think, I mean, I do think Kovalev was a better fighter, but my issue with this particular instance isn't the fact that Kovalev was better than Yarde. It was that Tunde Ajayi did not put his best foot forward in putting Anthony Yarde in the best position to beat Sergey Kovalev. And let me tell you what I mean. Tunde Ajayi is one of these trainers. He gets on Instagram, he talks, he pops a lot of junk. He's got $1 million mouthpiece. He's an interesting guy. He's a very entertaining guy. You know, he has all these sayings like "dream it, believe it, become it," "lions in the camp," all this motivational crap. But when the going gets tough and you get into the nitty-gritty, you get into some trenches of a championship fight at the world-class levels of boxing, you know, what I wanted to see from Tunde Ajayi was, you know, some instructions to Sergey Kovalev or to Anthony Yarde. as to how he could attack Sergey Kovalev, how he could, guide him towards victory. And I didn't hear that. There are many rounds of this fight actually where I heard a Tunde Ajayi that was quiet, that was silent, and to be quite honest with you, was non-existent. He was non-existent. So when I see that, I think it's not only is he letting his fighter down in that scenario, but he's also putting his fighter in danger because, your fighter is looking to you for guidance, okay? He's looking to you for guidance. You're supposed to be his extra set of eyes that outside the ring. Maybe you can see things he can't see. And a great trainer can make you or break you. And we see that many times in boxing. And I feel like, on the opposite end of the spectrum with Kovalev, he's always been a talented fighter. He's always been like a world-class elite fighter. But, we're seeing him now reap the benefits of having an exceptional trainer in his corner. A guy that he listens to, that he has a good bond with. And Anthony Yarde and Tunde Ajayi have a good bond, and they're friends, and I think that's all great. But when you step between them ropes, at the world-class levels of boxing, it's do or die. It's kill or be killed. And I just feel like with Anthony Yarde, I don't see what Tunde Ajayi can offer him outside of some, good motivational, quotes. Seriously, I don't, because they don't spar. You could see in the later rounds he had no gas. You could see all these things, and coming into this Kovalev fight, they really had no real competition, fighting the Travis Reeves of the world and guys like that, so it's very important. It's very important, I think, for Anthony Yarde, even if he doesn't want to necessarily get rid of Tunde Ajayi because he wants to be loyal to him. I understand that because they've been together since the amateurs, and I fully understand that. But he's got to get a new voice in his corner. He's got to get a trainer that's been there and done it, or at least that can get him there, because it's inexcusable. It is an inexcusable cardinal sin in boxing in a world championship fight when you get a guy popping junk on social media, parading around on social media, being a cheerleader on social media, and then when your guy's getting, broken up and pieced up and peppered with a jab, you're nowhere to be heard. You're nowhere to be found. You are silent as a church mouse. So I like Tunde Ajayi. I've grown to like him. I think he has a lot of positives to offer to the Anthony Yarde camp. I just don't think he's the best thing for Anthony Yarde going forward because of this fight. This fight was the first true indicator of what trainer he'll be. And it was not a good one. It was not a good one because he wasn't really offering Anthony good instructions. So I was very let down by that. I will say this. I think I'm not going to completely just shit on Tunde Ajayi. I think they've done a heck of a job for getting to that point and for marketing him and, going from the amateurs to become a legitimate, threat at 175. I'm not going to take that away from Tunde Ajayi. They put the groundwork in, so I'm not going to completely just, discredit him. He's done some positive things, but I feel like this is the point where I feel like he's taken Anthony Yarde as far as he can take him, and it's maybe time to explore, or better yet, I won't say explore other options, but expand the lines in the camp, expand into some new methodologies, as far as sparring, more conventional type stuff. Because look, you can do it your way, and that's fine, but the best fighters of all time, they're sparring. They're getting the rounds in, and I just think it was very telling when he wasn't giving him clear-cut instructions in the middle rounds. It was very telling when Anthony Yarde was gassing out as bad he was just gassing out in the last round, and it was very telling when Anthony Yarde got just peppered and sprayed up on the floor with a jab, knocked out by a jab. So yeah, they have a lot of work to do. If I was at Tunde Ajayi, I would get Anthony Yarde. I would keep Anthony Yarde as far away as possible from the likes of Joshua Buatsi, because he will not have a prayer's chance in hell of beating Joshua Buatsi until they correct, just the things they need to correct as far as his stamina, as far as him sparring, as far as just working on some more nuanced skills of boxing. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my take. I think if Anthony Yarde wants to become world champion, he can become world champion, but he's got to make some adjustments to his training, to his camp, and overall to how he has Tunde Ajayi aligned with him in his camp, in relation to him. So that's just my take. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Should Anthony Yarde fire Tunde Ajayi? I think he really should. You know, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Smash that like button so you can let YouTube know that you're rocking with your boy BT and True School Sports. Make sure you check out Fighting Mad for dope shirts like this Evander Holyfield 1996 joint that I'm rocking right now. And yeah, give me a video suggestion because I know I've been out of commission for a bit. I was traveling. I was supporting my boy Paul on Sway in the morning. Big shout out to my man Paul Wright 23. Go follow him if you haven't already. But yeah, leave me a video suggestion down below, and I'll get to them in a timely manner. And we're gonna get back on our regular YouTube grind. So yeah, like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.